Sorry about that, YouTube. I got interrupted. So, what I was saying was that people don't say thank you anymore. And I think that that's something that's lacking. I'm sorry, but my 3 and 4 year olds say thank you. They say please and thank you. When they get something, they say please and thank you. And if they don't say please and thank you, they don't get it. And I think we have this mentality of this instant gratification that we feel that we are entitled and that we don't have to say thank you for something that somebody does for us. And I think that it's important that you do say please and thank you and be polite. I want my children, when I was little, and I would go stay at friends' houses or whatever, my mom would get calls from their parents saying, "What a polite daughter you've raised. She cleans up her area when she's done. Like if I, my pillows, and I fold all the blankets for them and I put them away for them, and I say please and thank you when they hand me things, and I call them Mr. and Mrs. I don't refer to people by their first names until they tell me that I can. There's a young woman that was my friend when I was about 8 years old. She knows who she is. Again, I'm not going to discuss her because privacy. But her mother would tell me to call her by her first name. And when I met her, I was like, "Hello, Mrs." And I'm going to make up a name. "Hello, Mrs. Jones." And she said, "No, call me Sharon." "Okay, Sharon," and I was like, "No, Mrs. Jones, I'm taught to call you Mrs. Jones." And she said, "No," she's like, "Dear, you call me Sharon. I promise it's okay." And now people don't do that. Like I met a friend of mine, I met his little boy, and he was 7, 8, 9 years old, something like that. And he came up to me and he's like, "Hello, Bina." And I was like, "Excuse me?" I was like, "That's Miss Bina to you." When my children meet an adult, that's Mr. John or Miss Sandra or, something like that. Like they address them by Mr. or Mrs. They don't address them by their first names until they say, "No, just call me John or call me Sandra." That's fine. But if you are speaking to your elders, you show them respect, and you show them respect of a title. Okay? So that is my rant about common decency and courtesy. And I think that we need to work on this definitely with our generations and our kids, and make sure that there's a propriety in the world, that we are polite and kind, and we open the door for young women and even young men, and be polite to each other, because I really am offended by people who aren't polite. So that's my rant, and I will see you soon. Take care.